Welcome to You Are the Spell, the podcast for magical manifestations. I'm Aunt Carla, your host, and I'm so happy that you're here. This coming Monday, March 20th, is the spring equinox, also known as Ostara. It also marks Aries season, which I am telling you now is coming in hot. Hot! HOTT, hot. Now, depending on where you live, it might not be that spring like, and I get that. But you'll have to trust me on this that the spring equinox, aka first day of spring, aka Ostara, it heralds the return of sunlight. It doesn't mean that it's automatically going to be here. It heralds, meaning it's sending the message, letting you know that spring is coming. Now, you might be feeling the effects of winter snow right now, bitter cold and overcast gray days. Now, I'm from New York, or at least I've lived here for much of my life. But at the moment, I'm in North Carolina. And when I left to come down here to visit with my family, um, well, when I first left New York, it had just snowed. There were like 8 inches of snow on the ground. And I was excited because I was going to be coming down to North Carolina and excited about warmer weather. And while it is a little warmer, it's not the spring I was expecting. It's still very overcast. It's still very not quite spring-like. We've had a couple of sunny days, but for the most part, it's like in between place where it's not totally winter anymore, but not quite spring. So if you're like me, you might be feeling impatient. You're like, where's the light? Where's the sun? When will spring finally appear? Well, I'll tell you something. Believe it or not, that antsy feeling to emerge from your winter cocoon, that is actually a sign that spring has arrived, whether or not you see actual signs in nature. It's important also for me to remind you that spring energy is intense and it is not for the faint of heart. This desire that you have that has you chomping at the bit, you want to go outside and you want to do fun things, all that energy, that is the same energy that enables flowers such as daffodils, crocus, and snowdrops to burn through the frozen ground and the snow in order to bloom. Think about that. When I read about this recently, I was like, that's what they're doing? Those flowers have fire in them. It's this fiery inner core that these flowers have. Otherwise, they would not be able to burn through the hard frozen ground or through the snow. So like next time you see some snowdrops or daffodils and it's cold outside, think about all the heat that they had to generate in order to bloom. Okay? Think about that. They are burning through the snow and the frozen ground. And that, my friends, is the energy of Aries. And Aries is the beginning of the astrological cycle. So if Pisces was the old the old soul, the old man, then Aries is the new cycle. It starts everything all over again. It's the symbol of the baby. Now, Aries is a fire sign and it's ruled by Mars, which is the planet of fire and drive. And it's symbolized by the ram with the horns. So, when you consider these details, I want you to think of the season of early spring as hot and direct. But guess what? This year, 2023, we actually have two new moons in Aries back to back. The first one is next Tuesday, March 21st, which is the day after the spring equinox in Ostara. And the second new moon in Aries will be April 20th, and it's going to be a solar eclipse. Now, a solar eclipse is a new moon, and that means that a solar eclipse has the power of three new moons or 10 new moons or 10,000 new moons, depending on who you're reading. But the idea is that a solar eclipse is a new moon on steroids. It's going to represent all kind of new beginnings. And it also means that there are going to be some unexpected endings. But some of these endings had to occur in order for this newness to begin. Now, we had a Mercury retrograde earlier this year for January when it was like January, New Year's. We had a Mercury retrograde period. So for some people, it didn't feel like they had the progress or they were making the progress that they wanted to. So think of this. This is the new season, this new Aries season with two new moons in Aries. This might actually provide the cosmic do over that you are seeking. So I want you to think about that. If you feel that your New Year's didn't go as well as you wanted, then this Aries season is your time to start anew. Now, if you like to use Aries energy for manifesting, those themes, Aries themes, include new starts, new life, projects, career, self care, self love, healing, adventure. You know, if you think about a baby, which Aries represents, a baby is totally focused on themselves. They don't have anything to do but eat, poop, and sleep. They're totally focused on their own needs. So, this means it's also your time to focus on yourself. Did you not get that new job that you wanted? Okay, this is that time to start that process again. Are you looking for, you need to maybe just work on your self-love and look at what do you need to live? What do you need to be happy? If you have been so focused on other people and what other people want, this is that time that you need to focus on you. This is very important. Now, when we have these two back to back new moons in Aries, it's like a double shot of Aries energy. So I don't know about you, but I can think of a lot that I want to do with this double shot of Aries energy. And this reminds me of something I read from one of my personal trainer friends, or at least colleagues. I mean, if you've seen me lately, I'm not really hanging out with personal trainers. But anyway, one of my personal trainer friends like to say that summer bodies are made during the winter. I'm going to repeat that. Summer bodies are made during the winter. So, what that means is you're not going to wake up June 1st and think, "Oh my god, let me get my body in shape." By that time, if you're really looking to make some kind of summer body about yourself, with yourself, June 1st is a little late. But, you know, me, I'm like, summer's gonna get whatever body I bring to it. But if weight or your health or any of those things are important for you, now is the time because at this moment that I'm recording, dear listener, it is still winter. And even at the beginning of spring, it's still a great time for you to get started. We have this double dose of energy of new moon and Aries energy, these new starts. What did I say? New starts, new life, projects, career, self love, self care, healing, adventure. This is a great time for you to spend time with yourself, getting to know yourself, challenging yourself to get out of your comfort zone, or maybe go deeper into your comfort zone and doing what it is that you want to do. Which reminds me, with all of this double shot, all of this Aries energy, I have a lot planned for you for this month. So, to help you take advantage of what this magical season has to offer, I am throwing a spring fling party. That's right, because I want to gather the community together to do what we do best, which is share magic. So, I've made a free party favor in the form of a 54-page witchy planner and journal. If you were here for the Winter Witch party, I had a similar thing, but this time it's for spring. So this spring fling witchy planner and journal, it includes a manifestation moon calendars from March through June. I have a last season audit ritual with journal prompts and journal pages. I have a spring equinox tarot spread, book of shadows pages, brand new articles for manifesting in the spring, and more. So if you are interested in getting your own witchy planner and journal, go to redsoulflower.com/fling, FLING, and get your free spring fling witchy planner and journal. And as I said, I do have a lot of other cool things planned, and I'll tell you really quickly. On March 20th itself, I have the community spring equinox manifesting ritual. It's going to be a crayon coven, so bring your crayons, your art supplies, and let's have some art magic fun. And then March 27th through the 30th, I'm doing what I call Spellcraft Live. That means I'm having 4 days of workshops to help you design your own personalized spell. So this means the spell that only you could create because it's coming from you, your personal choices, whether it's crystals or herbs or colors. There if you are new to magic and even if you aren't, it's always fun to flex your own personal style and decisions because that's where the magic is. So I hope that you can attend one or all of the Spellcraft Live workshops that are happening Monday, March 27th through Thursday, March 30th. And then we're going to round it off with the timeline jump meditation on Friday, March 31st. And all of these events are going to be at 1 o'clock p.m. Eastern Time. And most of these events I usually do in my Magical You membership group. But once a season, I like to open them up to the community so everyone can come in and work together and make magic together and share. And it's such a wonderful community, happening. So I hope that you can make it. So I suppose I will be talking more about these events both in the Red Soulflower Magic Family group on Facebook as well as my email. So if you are either one of those groups, then you definitely will hear more about it. So if you have not signed up already, make sure to sign up for the Witchy Planner and Journal at redsoulflower.com/fling. And when you do that, you will also get access to all of these other great events. Everything will be recorded and you'll have access to the replays. So if that sounds good to you, come and join us. So that is it for me, Aunt Carla. And just remember, Aries season is coming in hot and you want to take advantage of that. So you have a great day, and I will talk to you soon. Bye.